Hello, so we are going to just go over our event tracking high level. Wanted to show you where it is in the platform, the importance, and then some common issues that we see. So to set up your event tracking, you'll go Tools, Event Management in your Ad Manager. We have web events and app events. Both are required in order to run app install or conversion campaign. So you'll create your app event. Just wanted to call out the different conversion events that are required for ROAS, so purchase, as well as in-app ad impression. We have direct integrations with MMP partners, and then you can also find them here as well as in the Help Center. For web events, you'll do create test web event, and then you'll have the option to do pixel or postback. We have linked out here our best practices for event tracking, and this basically just talks about how you should use both the pixel and the postback when possible. So pixel is going to help you capture more early signals like page views and product views. It's just going to overall enhance the campaign's learnings and performance down the line. So even before you launch, I would recommend just placing the NewsBreak pixel on all of your landing pages to get those early signals, and then postback is server to server, just also adding that in if possible for more accuracy. So when you're actually creating your event, you only will need to do one. So Pixel, we have custom code, Google Tag Manager, Shopify as integrations, and then Postback, we have a ton of awesome partners like Volume, ClickBank, Everflow, RedTrack, Clicklflare, and you can see the full list in our web event tracking section in our Help Center. Again, they're all here. Cake, RedTrack, Digistore, ClickMagic, ClickBank, I mentioned those all, but we have most of them, and you're able to just follow the instructions, and then you'll select your third-party tracker that you specifically have. You'll also see it populate here, so you won't actually have to go to the Help Center, but that is also a resource for more extensive guides. And then calling out the conversion events that we have, so add to cart, initiate checkout, great for more upper funnel e-com events. Complete payment is required for ROAS in addition to turning on event value. For lead gen, we do have calls on NewsBreak, so click button, complete registration, submit form. These are all great. And then for the test box, so we would recommend going through an end-to-end test, or actually it is required to go through an end-to-end test in order to fire off the conversion and save the event within NewsBreak. So let's say form submission was your conversion event. You actually have to complete the lead form in a way that would count as a lead and then result in a conversion. If it's add to cart, you'll have to add the product to cart. If it's complete payment, you'll actually have to complete the payment and go through that end-to-end purchase. And that's one of the most common things that we see, is that people are not going through that full test in order to save the conversion and test it essentially. So what will happen is you'll put the URL in the box. You'll follow the instructions, you'll put the callback parameter for NewsBreak on your landing page, and then it's going to go in here, you're going to select Go Test, and then complete that end-to-end conversion test. It should take about few seconds or so to save if we receive the conversion on our end. If it didn't save for whatever reason, that means that something happened within the setup. Besides troubleshooting if you did the end-to-end test, I would also check if your event type is matching. That's a common thing we see, is that your event type is not matching within your selection in the NewsBreak Ad Manager as well as your selection in your tracker. And then if you did receive the conversion on your end in your tracker, I would just share with the NewsBreak team in an ad support ticket your click ID that you received through NewsBreak, and the NewsBreak specific click ID starts with NVSS_. Another thing I would do is check these integration guides that we have. They're very extensive and great. I went over a couple things, but these will have more just common issues that we see and common things that you should check before creating a ticket. And then if you've taken a look at these and you still did not get the event to save, I would send to the ad support your ad account ID, your campaign URL that you put in the test box with the callback parameter following the instructions for your specific guide, and then also the like screenshots, everything that you did, some Loom video, anything that would be helpful for us, in addition to sending over the click ID if you received it on your end, and that'll help us troubleshoot. And then once it does save, which should be pretty instantly, it'll appear here in the event name. And then once you do complete the payment, or when you do complete the event once, you'll be able to select access and then grant your other accounts access to the event. And then you won't have to keep creating it each time. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then if you have any questions, just reach out to us.